शैलेशदयापात्रं धीभक्त्यादिगुणार्णवं यतीन्द्रप्रवणं वन्दे रम्यजामातरं मुनिम्. Srimathae Ramanujaya Namaha, Srimad Varavaramuniye Namaha, Shri Baladanvi Gurave Namaha. By the immense anugraham of Emperumanar, Pirati, Alvars and our Purvacharyas, in the previous episode of Shri Shabdham, we explored the beautiful slokam Sriranga Manganidhim Karunanivasam, which is actually a Mangalasasana slokam by Swami Raamanujar towards the four most important divya kshetrams in our Sampradhayic. So we started with our first divya desam, Srirangam, also called as Koyil. The preceding deity there is Lord Ranganatha, Perumal. The Tayar there is Pirati, Ranganayaki Tayar. We also experienced the glory of Tayar using Aakaratraya slokam. And we also know the mangalanidhim of Srirangam is nothing but Ranganatha's Vyuha Sauhartam. In today's episode, we will explore the rest three divya desams. Just to recap, let's start with the slokam. Sriranga Manganidhim Karunanivasam, Sri Venkatadri Shikaralaya Kalamegham, Sri Hasti Shaila Shikarojjvala Parijatam, Sri Sham Namami Shirasa Yedushaila Deepam. And the Tayar slokam is Aakaratraya Sampannam Aravinda Nivashinim Asesha Jagadikshitrim Vande Varada Vallabham. So now let's start with the second divya desam glorified by Swami Raamanuja, which is Thirumala. So that's glorified by the line Sri Venkatadri Shikaralaya Kalamegam. I bore the dark laden cloud of Daya on top of the hill known as Venkatadri, revered as Sri Venkatesha. So this is what we call as Thirumala in our Sampradayam. So here the preceding deity is Lord Srinivasa and the Tayar is Padmavati Tayar. But why does Swami Ramanuja call him as Kalamegam? Let's look into the reason. Just as the term Venkatam in both Sanskrit and Tamil means sins turned into ashes. This is just for the mountain. Just by stepping on the mountain, all our sins are burnt. If that's the case, think about Srinivasa there. He removes our sins by his vatsalyam, tender solicitude like that of a mother cow, and also by the benign presence of the Divya Mahishis there. Swami Deshigan also beautifully describes Srinivasa's compassion as the overflowing sugarcane syrup called as the Karumbu Charu of Daya, solidifying into a cane candy rock, that is Karkandu Malai, the mountain of Daya. So when we step on the mountain, it's not just a mountain, it's the solidified rock of compassion of Venkatesha. So his compassion is also likened to that of the dark laden cloud, that is Kala Megam. Megam means cloud. Kala is the darkened cloud because the cloud pour forth unconditionally, nourishing and flourishing the land, isn't it? It doesn't see where it's pouring, it just gives. All this might have inspired Swami Ramanuja to actually start his magnum opus Sri Bhashyam, which is the commentary for Brahma Sutra, by glorifying Srinivasa Emperuman in the very first slokam. So we know the glory of Thiruvenkatamudayan, that is Lord Srinivasa. Now it's Tayar's turn. Who is the divine consort of Thiruvenkatamudayan? It's Padmavati Tayar, also known as Alarmel Mangai, which means the one who resides on the lotus. Padma Sanastam Shriyam. Though we may say Tayars in general or all on lotus, this poetic expression instantly recalls the image of Padmavati Tayar, isn't it? Emphasizing her connection with the lotus flower. So now we need to connect this with our Aakaratraya slokam. In that slokam, the second line is Aravinda Nivashinim. Aravinda means lotus, Nivasini means residing. So Aravinda Nivasinim is another name for Padmavati or Alarmel Mangai Tayar. And so this very slokam glorifies our Padmavati Tayar. So now we have seen two divya desams. The first is Lord Ranganatha at Koyil, and the second is Lord Srinivasa and Padmavati Tayar at Thirumala. Now let's go into the third divya desam, which is mentioned in the slokam. Shrihasti Shaila Shikarojjvala Parijatam, which means I bow to the wish-granting tree shining on top of the Hasti Shailam, the elephant hill log. So this refers to Varadaraja Emperuman at Perurulala Perumal koyil, often referred as Perumal koyil in Kanchipuram. So Periya Kovil is Srirangam, Thirumalai is Thirumalai Thiruvengadam, the next is Perumal koyil is Kanchipuram. The deity worshipped at Kanchipuram is Varadarajan. Varam dadati iti Varadaha, the one who gives boon, the bestower of boons, often likened to that of a wish-fulfilling tree. That's why Parijatam, here he says Parijatam. So he is renowned for granting not just the boons but also for vision or eyesight, symbolized by the term Darshanam. So what kind of divine vision did he grant to our Sat Sampradayam? It was the auspicious darshanam of Swami Raamanuja himself. That's why our Sampradayam is referred as Emperumanar darshanam. But how did our Varadan do it? So, Swami Ramanuja actually grew up around Varada temple and performed daily worship to the deity, shared a deep connection with Varadan in all major events of his life, including his sannyasam. On one significant day, when our dear Arangan, the preceding deity of Srirangam, expressed the desire to have Swami Ramanuja as a nidhi, treasure to flourish the Sampradayam, our dear Varadan graciously bestowed upon us the divine boon of Swami Ramanuja. So what was the biggest boon he gave? Swami Ramanuja himself. Thus, Kanchi is represented as Swami Ramanuja's maternal home, Pirandaham, and Srirangam is represented as his in-laws' home, the Pugundaham, emphasizing the sacred bond between Swami Ramanuja and Varadaraja Emperuman. The consort of Varadaraja Emperuman is Perundevitayar, simply meaning the supreme goddesses. So in the slokam Aakaratraya, she is celebrated as Varada Vallabham. Varada representing Varadaraja Swami. Vallabha means the one who is dear to him. So the one who is dear to Varada is our Perundevitayar. So now with this we have experienced Periya Kovil, Thirumalai and Perumal Kovil. Now let's step into a very special Divya Kshetra, which is celebrated as Shrisham Namami Shirasa Yedushaila Deepam. I bow with bent head Thirunarayanan of Melkotai, who brightens the world as the lamp on top of the Yedushailam. This is Thirunarayanapuram. Thirunarayanapuram, also known as Yedushailam, Yadavadri and Melkotai, holds an extraordinary place in our tradition that evokes a deep sense of awe. Why is that? There are many reasons, we will just see a few. So this Thirunarayanapuram served as a refuge for Swami Ramanuja and his numerous Sishyas during a time of intense persecution by the Chola king Kirimikanda Cholan. Beyond this historical event, Melkotai is renowned for Sri Bhashyam. As we know, Sri Bhashyam is Swami Ramanuja's profound commentary on Brahma Sutram. Sri Bhashyam is the culmination of Swami Ramanuja's extensive scholarship, profound discussions and reflective insights, and is considered a very rare gem which conveys the essence of our Sri Vaishnava tradition, and it also teaches us who the real Supreme Being is. So Thirunarayanapuram became the cherished abode where Swami Ramanuja, during prime of his years, dedicated himself to the service of not just Thirunarayanan but also conducted several Sri Bhashya discourses for everyone's benefit there. In fact, centuries later, Swami Vedanta Deshika sought refuge in this very same Thirunarayanapuram, carrying with him the precious Sri Bhashyam, seeking protection from the Islamic raiders. As a result, Thirunarayanapuram occupies an esteemed position in the field of Sri Bhashya study. It is also one of the Vishnu temples that Swami Ramanuja restored. So this close association has led to Thirunarayanapuram being affectionately referred to as Sampradhayathai Vaithil Adakki Kaatha Perumal, the supreme protector who safeguarded our Sampradayam, akin to a protective mother nurturing her unborn child. Despite not holding the official status of Divya Desam, Swami Raamanuja bestowed Thirunarayanapuram with a special status by offering the divine Pasuram Orunayakamai by Swami Nammalvar at the lotus feet of Thirunarayanan. In this very sacred place, the light of knowledge and devotion shines brightly, illuminating our spiritual path and reminding us of the enduring legacy of Swami Raamanuja. That's why Thirunarayanapuram is not only special for Ramanuja, but one of the most revered Divya Kshetram even for us. So now, let's explore Yadugiri Tayar there. She is beautifully explained in the line, Asesha Jagadikshitrim. Let's take this word by word. Asesha means all, Jagat is world. So Asesha Jagat is all worlds. And Isha, Ishita means the power of control. So who is Asesha Jagat Ishita? The one who can rule the entire world with his power. As we saw in our very first episode, it is Narayana. And here the Emperumanar is Thirunarayanan, who is the presiding deity. And so he is the Asesha Jagat Ishita. So if he is that, what will his divine consort be? Would she not naturally be Asesha Jagadikshitri? And that is our dear Yadugiri Nachiyar who rules over this world. How enchanting! Through these two extraordinary verses, we have been able to witness the magnificence of the divine couple in these 4 Divya Deshams, which are very, very important to us. Their divine qualities such as compassion, protection, and kindness resonated in each of these sacred places. In the upcoming episodes, we will delve into these divine attributes by drawing parallels with everyday examples that we can easily relate to. Are you ready to go on that journey? If so, in our next episode, wait to explore Emperuman and water. Wow, how cool is that? Adiyan's Atma Bandhu, guide and inspirer Srimati Vidya Raghavan will be enlightening us with Emperuman and water. So stay tuned to immerse yourself in the refreshing coolness. Until then, Dhanyasmi Srimathae Raamanujaya Namaha.
Sriranga Manganidhim Karunanivasam Shri Venkatadri Shikharalaya Kalamegam Shri Hastishaila Shikharojjwala Parijatam Shisham Namami Shirasa Yadushaila Deepam